And believe me, Black Panther is a film that I wanted to love. I really, really wanted to fall in love with it. But the question is, did I? Welcome to Seen It Here, where you come for all of your media needs. My name is Ray, and today I am reviewing Black Panther Wakanda Forever, directed by Ryan Coogler, starring Letitia Wright, Torch Queta, Danai Gurira, Winston Duke, and Angela Bassett. The film starts off with the tragic death of Black Panther and the looming threats that is coming towards Wakanda. With the tragic passing of Chadwick Boseman, we leave ourselves wondering what was going to happen with the Black Panther franchise. What was Marvel going to do? And what, more importantly, was Ryan Coogler going to do to kind of provide us with a story without his leading man? And it was a tough thing to do, and Ryan Coogler tried his best to fill those shoes as best as he could. And this is where we get Letitia Wright trying to fill the shoes, the really big shoes that Chadwick Boseman left on the Marvel Cinematic Universe. The one thing I can say about this movie, let me start off with on a positive note. The one thing I can say about this movie is Black Panther set up Black Panther Wakanda Forever to be such a marvel because Wakanda is such a beautiful place, and they do such a great job of portraying this fictional African society. And I would love to live in Wakanda. It looks so amazing, so beautiful, and the technology there is through the roof. That right there in itself is always good to be back in Wakanda. It feels like home. It really does feel like a place I want to live. Not here. I want to live in Wakanda. And what we want to see in a Black Panther movie, on top of everything else, is great action and witty dialogue. And this movie had the witty dialogue. It did. It had good dialogue. Winston Duke, who played M'Baku, and Angela Bassett, to me, by far, was the two standout performances in this film. They were amazing. Every one of my most memorable parts in this movie came from those two characters. But with that being said, that's also probably such a big negative. Now, I know what you're thinking. How could two great performances lead into something being a negative thing? Well, because the movie's not about them, right? The movie is about the Black Panther, hence the title, right? And since Shuri is taking over that mantle, we needed Letitia Wright's performance to be the standout performance. And it wasn't. I'm sorry it wasn't. I don't think that this performance could hold an entire franchise. I don't think that this performance could even hold this movie, and it didn't for me. This performance didn't hold up this movie. Now, did she do bad? No, I'm not saying that she was a horrible actress or she didn't do the part well. It's just something about leading a movie. It's like the it factor. That's what it is. It's the it factor. You have to have that it factor to lead a movie. Everybody is not out to be able to lead a film. And I'm not saying that Letitia Wright cannot lead films in the future. I'm not saying that her career's over and she should only be a second or third character. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is I just didn't think she was right for this movie. It almost seemed like with the writing of this film that we was with the writers in the writers room. It felt like we were all trying to find a way to navigate through this film to the best of our abilities and give the people what they want, but at the same time telling a compelling story. And the film felt murky in that approach. It felt like like I said, we all were with them trying to figure it out. And I don't think they quite figured out how to transition from Chadwick Boseman's Black Panther. Now, with Tenoch Huerta playing Namor, he also had such big shoes to fill. We are coming off Killmonger. We are coming off Michael B. Jordan being arguably the number one or number two best Marvel villain in the cinematic universe. So he came in with such big shoes to fill. No, I did not expect him to be as good as Killmonger. But Ryan Coogler attempted for him to be Killmonger 2.0. That is how the writing of Namor felt to me. It felt like they were essentially redoing Killmonger, but with the Aztec aesthetic on the top of them. It just seemed like we are hearing the same story over again, right? We are hearing this man that is going against his oppressors. And I love listen, I'm a black man. I'm going to always be down for going against your oppressors. But I feel like you have to take other angles or use other villains in a different way. You can't always take the same approach and think it's going to work. I'm not calling Ryan Coogler a lazy writer. I'm just saying that this maybe might have been a lazy approach. Ryan Coogler, please forgive me. I love your work. I do not want you to think that I am bashing you, but I have to be real with the people. I have to come and give my honest opinion about a film that I wanted to love. And believe me, Black Panther is a film that I wanted to love. I really, really wanted to fall in love with it. But the question is, did I? I already answered. No, I didn't. I did not fall in love with a movie that I wanted to fall in love with. The action in this film did not cut it. It did not cut it. Yes, it had a lot of action in it, but none of it was great. It all was just okay. It was such a letdown from what I expected from this film. It was a huge letdown from what I expected from this film. I expected to come in here and say that this was the best superhero film of this year. I want to come here and say that this might have even been one of the best films of this year, but sadly, I cannot do so. The score for this film was solid. It's a nice blend of different styles of music, and I thought it served the film well. I said it earlier, but let me say it again. The visuals in this movie was spectacular. Some of the best CGI done, some of the best visuals done. All those are like 9s or 10s out of 10s. They all are above class in their respects. We all know it is so hard for a sequel film to beat out the original film, and that is the same case with the movie Black Panther Wakanda Forever. With that being said, I will have to give this film a 7 out of 10. It did not quite live up to what we have expected from a Black Panther franchise film, and it pains my heart not to be able to get that. It pains my heart not to be able to get the film that I really wanted to get. And I hope that Ryan Coogler can maybe turn it around in the third film and maybe have that be the best out of the franchise. If you like this video, then give it a like. If you like or want to see more of my content, then you have to follow or subscribe to get more of it, because I'm here to give the people what they want. Make sure you tell me how you felt about Black Panther Wakanda Forever in the comments, because I want to have those conversations about how y'all felt about not only this film, but the previous film as well. And don't forget, you seen it here.